welcome back to Homestead Corner. Today I have got a $50 haul to start up a new pantry. A lot of times when someone is trying to start up a new pantry, an emergency pantry, they get pretty overwhelmed pretty quick. There is so much information out there. It really can get overwhelming. You know, you want to count your calories, you want to count your meals. You know, everybody does it a little bit differently. And whatever way you decide to do it is definitely up to you. And so today I have a haul that would be a great start to a pantry. And definitely if there's something that you don't like or you're allergic to or something like that, then definitely I wouldn't get that. Trade it out for something you like better. You definitely want foods that you are willing to eat in your emergency pantry. You don't want a bunch of stuff that you do not like. So this is just a start. I would definitely want to add to this later. But for 50 bucks, this is what I could get right now in January of 2022. You could have got it cheaper 6 months ago, but you know, we're not there anymore. It's 2022 now. So I started with 3 gallons of water. I definitely would add to that. And this will feed 2 people for about 30 days, I would say. And you may have a little extra rice because there's quite a lot of rice, but a 20-pound bag is the cheapest way to buy it. So 3 gallons of water I started with, and I would definitely build on that. It's a little start. You need at least a gallon a day per person. If you're planning on 2 people for 30 days, then you need 60 gallons at a minimum. And that's just for cooking and drinking. You're going to need more than that for washing and cleaning and all that other stuff. So then I have a 20-pound bag of long grain white rice. White rice is going to last the very longest in your pantry. So if you can seal it airtight, it will last for decades. And white rice is one of those things that it's not going to go bad. So if you don't use it, don't worry about it. It's still going to be good. And then I have 2 pounds of pasta. I went with the cheapest ones I could get, so I could get the most for $50. So a half a package. Each package has 8 servings in it, so you know, you could make quite a few meals with this. And it's not just spaghetti. Think outside the box. When you're putting meals together, we do a chicken like rice-a-roni that we make, and we use rice, pasta, canned chicken, can of vegetables, you know, and mix it all together. And chicken bouillon, if you have that, that is a wonderful thing to have. I couldn't afford it in this haul. Think outside the box with your pasta, because you can definitely do tons of other things with it than just spaghetti. And then I got 2 pounds of navy beans and 2 pounds of black beans. These were the cheapest beans that our store carried. There was nothing under $1. I think the black beans were $1.14 and the navy beans were $1.30 or $1.35, something like that. So those are a great protein source because you really can't get much meat with a $50 budget. So these help add protein, and there's good fiber in there. Beans are super good for you. Mix it with your rice and it is complete, and it will keep you alive. So the next I got a small container of old-fashioned oats. You could have oatmeal a couple of days in an emergency, you know. It's just a little something to mix it up. Again, really good for you. If you have anything to add to it, that is wonderful. The next thing is these little chicken-free chicken noodle soups. They're like chicken flavored. There's not actually any chicken in here. But my kids love this, and you just add 3 cups of water to 1 package, and there are 4 packages of soup between the 2 boxes. So that would just mix up your meals a little bit, because when you're eating from your pantry, it can get old quick, especially if you don't have a large variety. I tried to mix this up as much as possible for 50 bucks. And then I got 2 of the canned hams. These are still about $3 in our store. The DAC hams went up and they are $4 or $5 now. So I went with these because they're still only $3. And this is a couple of meals worth. If you've only got 1 or 2 people, you can cut this in half or cut it in thirds and make different meals out of it. And it's pretty good fried up. And you can, you know, put it into like a stir fry or something like that, anything, or just on the side, however you like it. And then I got 4 cans of the Great Value chicken. There are 4 servings in each can. These cans are about $3 a piece, but when you buy it in the 4-pack, it's $8, so they're only $2 a can that way, which is really good. It's a good savings. If you know you're going to eat it, I would definitely buy it in a 4-pack. And then I got 1 can of tomato sauce. So you could make spaghetti 1 or 2 nights. You can also save any leftovers. Just a couple of teaspoons can help flavor rice. You could make peas and pasta, like a depression meal with a little bit of tomato sauce in there. There are lots of different options. If you just think outside the box, you can really mix this up. Now I went with 4 cans of peas because the peas have a higher protein than the other canned vegetables. And these are the only 3 that are still 50 cents at our local store. All the other ones are way over 50 cents. I think carrots are 79 cents. And but these were, I thought, the best that we could do. And there is some iron in here, calcium and potassium, not a whole lot, but you could use, for 2 people, a half a can of peas is a good amount. And so I went with 4 cans of peas, and then 2 cans of green beans and 2 cans of corn that are kind of out of the shot. The camera only goes so far. So, and I just figured, you know, that way you've got some variety. It's not the same thing every day. And then 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, because you can make casserole. You can make you could thin it down and just have it as soup. You could add noodles to it. You could put cream of mushroom, some ham, and a can of veggies, and poured over pasta. There's tons of things you can do, and this really adds variety to your meals and has some okay stuff in it. It makes it taste much better, and I think that's important when you are trying to stretch as far as you can. Having little things that can add to flavor are really important, because if you got to eat rice every single day for 30 days, it's going to get old fast. By day 2, I'd be tearing my hair out. So then I had 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Again, you could do like a casserole with the chicken, and you know, you could really mix this up a million different ways, and you could thin this stuff way down and make like a gravy out of it almost, and put it over rice, put it over noodles, whatever you have, just to really spread that variety out the best that you can. And then I think spices are so important for flavor, for nutrients, and you know, it really adds to the flavor, and you can mix it up, because plain old rice and beans is okay once or twice, but then you might want to add some chili powder or some garlic or onion. I couldn't get garlic, they didn't have any, and parsley flakes. Just to add a little variety to it. You can mix the spices up different ways. You could use 1, you could use all 3. You could really spread it out. And I also added in a salt and pepper, and this put me at like $50.89 for all of this stuff. But for a start for your pantry, or just to add extras, all of these items are going to give you a nice long shelf life. Your canned vegetables usually have about 2 years till the best by date, and they will last for years past that best by date. You just want to check your cans and make sure there are no dents in them. And any dented cans that I bring home come to the front of the pile. They get used first because dented cans are weakened. So, and then always check your rim, make sure nothing's bulging or leaking or anything like that. Everything's okay. If you open it and it smells good, it's going to be good. It will go years past that best by date. The same on your meats. They will go well past their best by date. And these hams have like a 5-year, right around 5 years on them. Yeah, this is 12/4/2026. And so they have just about 5 years that they will last in your pantry to the best by date, and then they will go past that. The only thing with these pop top cans, when they have the little piece that pops up, those are not as strong as your cans that you have to open with a can opener. So, but unfortunately, all the canned hams in our area have this pop top. The chickens, these have it as well, and these little soups. They will last definitely to the best by date and beyond, but the it's so much thinner there where you can peel it that it definitely, I wouldn't trust it to go too far, because I think it will get weak and bust, and then you've got leaking, gross, rotting food, and that's no good. And in an emergency situation, when you are trying to conserve water, when you drain your vegetables out, if you're going to make a stir fry, use that liquid in here. Put it in your measuring cup to make your rice, to boil your pasta. It adds extra flavor and nutrients in those emergency situations. It may turn it a little bit green, but I mean, I'd rather have, I don't care what color it is. As long as it's good and it tastes good, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to keep you alive, and that's what emergency food is for. It's for emergencies and having what you need when you need it. And if you are stuck, you get sick, you lose a job, the economy collapses, whatever happens, you never know what's going to happen. So being prepared and having peace of mind that you have a minimum of 30 days, for $50, you and another person can eat pretty dang good on this food. I would definitely want to add anything fresh I could, but it'll keep you alive, and it's better than nothing. And that's it for today. If you have other ideas of inexpensive foods to help other people out, if they're just beginning their pantry, or someone even that's been doing it a while might not think of something, add those inexpensive foods in the comments down below. It is super helpful for other people. They might see something, they might find their new favorite, or just something that they didn't think of that will help add variety to their pantries. Because variety, I think, is super important. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.